Hello, I am creating my own mock-up here for a t-shirt design that I made, so I thought I would share how I did it in Photopea. I created this background image here in ChatGPT. I just said something like a woman sitting crisscross applesauce style on the floor, wearing a faded red drop tee t-shirt with a crew neck, wearing black spandex shorts, and gray speckled no, I said dark gray speckled wool socks and holding a speckled stone coffee mug with a kitchen backdrop behind her. Front to the camera, the front of the shirt clear so that images can be dropped on top. Like I always tell it what I'm using it for so it knows I need the front open. So I did something like that to create this background image. And now I'm going to create my smart object. So I just take the rectangle tool. I just click once and this will come up, and then I'm just going to change it to like 800. I am using a square shape as my design. That wasn't big enough, but that's okay. The first thing you do right away is convert to Smart Object, and then letter V will bring these boxes back up, and then you just increase it to whatever size you need for your design to look right on your t-shirt. With t-shirt designs, a lot of times you have to go back in and kind of move it and position it based on what the design is, because your design isn't necessarily going to take up this entire box. Sometimes it will, but not always. So I find that I oftentimes have to come back in and reposition it, but anyhow, then you click on this little square in the corner right here. Then I'm going to drag one of my designs in and then hit Control S. And you can kind of see, it fits within the shape pretty well, but let's see what it looks like on the shirt. So apparently I did not use a transparent background for that, but no, I did. Oh, that's what it is. I still had my shape layer on. Let's turn that off and then Control S, save one more time, and then click on that. So, you don't know sometimes until you look at it how it's going to look on a particular color. I would say this isn't the best color for it, but anyhow, what you would do is, because see, it looks kind of small here, this is too small. So just click on this layer and just increase it. As far as the size goes, I think that's fine. If it was the right color shirt underneath, I would be very happy with that. From there, I would just click on File, Export as JPEG. When you export as a JPEG, it takes up less space. See, it will say 2.8, but if you do a PNG, it makes it a lot bigger. And if you're posting things like this on Etsy, see, made it 11. Etsy says that they prefer 1 MB, and I have a hard time even keeping it to 1. I think 2 or 3 is fine, because you also don't want to sacrifice a whole lot of detail and have like a blurry photo. I usually do not even do the 4000. I actually usually do 2500 because they recommend 2000 on at least one side, so 2500 on both should be fine. And see, then it gets me down to 1.2. I don't really try for less than 1. I want enough detail that it's still like a good quality photo. But that's what I do. I do a JPEG, and I've been doing just 2500 by 2500, and it seems to work fine. One other tip I have is, if you had a whole bunch of images, like you see I have a whole bunch up here, if you wanted to download all of them at one time, you can do that by running a script. You would go to File, Script, save all of your tabs at one time. This is the script to do it. I got this from ChatGPT and it worked perfect the first time. I also have scripts to resize wall art in one shot into like 5 different sizes. That one, I will say, it did not work through ChatGPT. It took a lot of effort to figure those out. but this one Chat was able to do just fine. I changed the quality to 97 because 100 makes the files a lot larger. 97 keeps them about 2 megabytes, and it's still very good quality for the internet. For like publishing photos on the internet, not for printing documents, but it's fine just for listing. And that's the script if you want to pause the screen and check it out. That way you don't have to individually do, file, export, JPEG for each and every one.